High School Board, Mr. A. Thanks for having me back. I'm Kathi Wright, and I'm with the Kiihnl Foundation, and I'm very happy to be here this week because it's Teen Safe Driving Week. And if you were here the last time, you remember about me telling about my 17-year-old nephew, Kyle, who was killed by a driver that fell asleep at the wheel. He was taking a walk around the block on the sidewalk, doing nothing wrong. The driver fell asleep at the wheel and came up on the sidewalk and killed him. Does anyone remember how many drowsy driving crashes I said there are every year? 500,000. Bad news. On the Tennessee Highway Safety Office website this week, it's reporting 1.2 million drowsy driving crashes. 84 million people are on the road driving fatigued every day. Every day. Remember that half of those crashes are committed by teen drivers, so that would be about 600,000 every year. So that's why I'm here. My nephew's tragedy was not an isolated incident. When Kyle was killed, the Wrestling Booster Club at Houston gave us a scholarship in his memory to be presented to a Houston high school wrestler every year. My family funds that scholarship. 4 years ago, we decided maybe we could educate teens about drowsy driving by offering them a college scholarship. So we offered it locally, Shelby County schools and the municipalities. For 3 years, we had 10 to 15 applications. That was not very good. So last year we opened it up to the state of Tennessee and we had 150 applications. That is a whole lot more reading on drowsy driving than we have been accustomed to. So they're given the choice of 3 topics, and one of them is to describe a drowsy driving crash that you have experienced and what led up to it and how could it have been prevented. So these, I would like to read, I'm going to read a couple of them, essays from 17-year-olds. The night before, I had stayed up late and was not able to fall asleep until around 3 a.m. That day at school, it was very stressful. I was ready to go home and take a nap. Throughout the day, I struggled to stay awake. Driving home, there was a line of traffic in front of me, moving very slowly. I was not fully asleep, but my mind was not where it should have been. I zoned out for a short amount of time. I was brought back to reality when I heard my car crash into the car in front of me, filling my car with smoke, the airbag throwing me into the seat. They had come to a stop. I had not. I was taken to the hospital, and thankfully I was able to leave with only whiplash and a hurt finger. Only whiplash. My car was totaled. I have still not driven since the wreck almost 6 months ago. April 15th will seem like an average day to most people, but not to me. It's a day I'll never forget. My day began with the buzz of an alarm. My mom saying, "Get up, you're going to be late for school." I had been up late the previous night and into the early morning hours working on homework. Against my body's claim for rest, I rolled out of bed and started my morning routine. Soon after, I buckled myself into the driver's seat and hurried off to school. When the bell rang, I knew that I would be back in bed soon. But 3 miles from my house, my eyes closed, and when they reopened, I was no longer on the pavement. My car had drifted onto the right shoulder, and when the car struck the first mailbox, my eyes opened. I had no control over my car. Going 40 miles an hour, I proceeded to hit the second mailbox. Finally, after what felt like a lifetime, my car came to a stop and directly hitting a massive spruce tree. Every airbag in my car deployed. By the grace of God, I left the scene of the accident with a few scrapes, a busted nose, and a totaled car. Every one of these says the same thing. It's very dangerous for fatigued teens to get behind the wheel. We all probably know someone that's fallen asleep at the wheel, but did he or she have to be at work at 7 a.m.? Most likely not. When all sleep experts and pediatricians are saying that high schools should start no earlier than 8:30, we are really missing the mark in Collierville. We're not even close. Think about the kids, think about their safety, think about what's best for them, and do the right thing. The kids may not even be in favor of it. I don't care. If I could do anything to save one kid's life, I'd do it. If I could do something that would give them all a healthier life, I would absolutely do it. With more sleep, there is less use of alcohol, less use of caffeine, less substance abuse, and less depression and suicide. There are fewer car crashes, better grades, higher graduation rates, and most importantly, a better quality of life. I hope you will make the change to a later high school start time for the Collierville High School kids. It will be life-changing for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy.